How did a relatively obscure movie lead to the breakup of what may be the most successful folk music duo of all time? Keep watching for what really broke up Simon and Garfunkel.
Do we have to go through the history?
Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel, known for such folk rock hits as Bridge Over Troubled Water and The Sound of Silence, were one of music's most famous duos before their partnership came crashing down in 1970.
Maybe we should go through the history.
They had known each other since childhood, meeting in 4th grade. According to Inside Hook, the boys wrote their first song together, The Girl for Me, at just 13 years old. Soon after, they were performing as Tom and Jerry, and they scored their first minor hit with the song Hey Schoolgirl in 1957. But even then, the pair had their ups and downs. Garfunkel told The Hollywood Reporter, "We stopped having hits, and then we stopped being friends for a few years." The two eventually reconnected and found success as Simon and Garfunkel. In 1966, they reached the top of the charts with Sound of Silence. Their song, Mrs. Robinson, which was just one of their tunes featured on the soundtrack of the hit film The Graduate, became a huge smash for the pair in 1968. Despite enjoying enormous popularity, personal tensions and differing ambitions between the duo soon pulled them apart. Manager Mort Lewis noticed tensions between the two performers pretty early. He told the Daily Mail that Simon resented Garfunkel because he was often the featured singer, so he was viewed as the star. Meanwhile, Garfunkel resented Simon because he wrote the songs, which meant he controlled the duo's future. Famous for how their voices worked together in harmony, Simon and Garfunkel didn't always communicate well. Garfunkel started pursuing acting in addition to his music career, and both he and Simon landed parts in director Mike Nichols' 1970 film Catch-22, based on the Joseph Heller novel of the same name. Simon's character was cut from the film, but Garfunkel went on to star in another film by Nichols, 1971's Carnal Knowledge with Jack Nicholson and Candice Bergen. He also didn't let Simon know he was working on the movie, which proved to be the breaking point. Simon later shared his reaction to the whole Carnal Knowledge incident on a CNN podcast. He said Garfunkel told him he was afraid Simon would end their music collaboration if he mentioned anything about the movie.
So that really pissed me off, and I just decided that's the end of that.
But Simon had done something similar to Garfunkel in 1957, according to the Daily Mail. A record label boss suggested Simon record some songs on his own following the minor success of Hey Schoolgirl. Simon agreed and recorded 2 songs on his own without telling his musical partner. When Garfunkel found out, he felt hurt and slighted. Simon eventually realized that he could just become a solo act. Simon and Garfunkel performed their last concert in July 1970, then called it quits. Garfunkel couldn't believe that Simon gave up on such a good thing, directing a comment to him in a 2015 interview with The Telegraph. He said, "How can you walk away from this lucky place on top of the world, Paul?" Garfunkel went on to take a few parting shots at Simon's short stature, telling the newspaper that Simon suffered from a Napoleon complex, becoming a monster in the name of compensating. And yet, Garfunkel still left the door open for a possible reunion, saying, "Why not, while we're still alive?" The pair did reunite a few times after the 1970 split, but their relationship remained strained. In 1981, Simon and Garfunkel performed a free concert in New York City's Central Park, and they later teamed up to play The Sound of Silence at the 2003 Grammy Awards. The popularity of this appearance led to a concert tour that ran from 2003 to 2004. The duo was set to tour again in 2010, but according to The Hollywood Reporter, Garfunkel started having trouble with his vocal cords. The singer explained, "My ability to finesse the notes, which is my stock in trade, went south on me." He eventually recovered and began to perform again, but not with Simon. When Simon launched his farewell tour in 2018, many thought that Garfunkel would make an appearance at one or some of the shows. Despite fans' wishes for a final reunion, Simon didn't bring on Garfunkel for any of the concerts. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more grunge videos about your favorite musicians are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.